Hi everyone, I just wanted to share a couple of journals with you and these are going to be listed in my Etsy shop, so I'll leave the link down in the description box. And I've made two journals and they're both slightly different sizes, so we'll get started. So this one is 7x5 and this one has a softer cover on it and it has like a wood grain effect paper, and then on the back here I've Mod Podged a doily and a little journal card, and I've added some lilac coloured seam binding. The main papers that I've used mostly in this journal are from the Prima Fairy Rhymes. So there are some little journal cutouts and some chipboard pieces which I've glued to the front here, which says postcard, and it has two signatures. I'll put all the full details in the Etsy listing about how many pages and tags and that sort of thing. So have a look inside. Here I've cut out a little piece that's you could write a title in, and the first page has a tiny envelope which I cut with my Spellbinders die, and this is one of the little journal cards from the Prima Fairy Rhymes. And this has a mixture of tea-dyed paper, craft paper, book paper, lots of different stuff. And here I've added a pocket with some music sheet paper and another small journal card there, which I've glued in. This is a tag from the paper collection, and that's a piece of pink watercolour paper. It's just a little spare scrap of paper for journaling and a paper clip. It's an old book page. Some of the pages I've also sprayed with a bronze ink spray. That's just another gift tag that I've added. Some journaling paper. This is an image I got from the Graphics Fairy, which I've printed out onto the scrapbook paper. Here I added two little what are they called, pocket letter sleeves, which you can add some small photographs to them. That's an index card, another little corner pocket there, and here's a glassine bag and just another photo mat or journaling spot. Here I added a belly band and another scrap of paper, and that pushes in and tucks behind the little stopper there. Some more space for journaling. This is a little pocket that I made and I printed that out onto parchment paper. There's some of the ink spray. The other side of the glassine bag with a journaling card. And here I made a little tiny cluster, and this is another tiny cutout from the paper line, and I just added a couple of little banners on the edge there. That could be moved around and put somewhere else if you like. It's a little scallop pocket with a tiny tag, and another cutout from the paper pad. And then the second signature. Here I made a pocket from an index card, and I put a little sentiment there which says life is a journey. And this is a couple of more, another little tag and a paint chip. This is craft paper that I tea dyed. Another journaling tag. This is a brown paper bag with another tag in the top. And another one on this side. And then I made another small vellum pocket here and added some lace trim. This is another image from the Graphics Fairy that I printed out onto some book paper, and I made that into a small pocket. There's a little peg at the top there with a pocket. This is some wrapping paper. And this is another one of the pocket sleeves. I've just added a small journaling card in there. Another little side tuck. Another journaling card. It's the other side of the paper bag with a journaling tag. And that's a tuck spot there. And here I layered up a butterfly with some fibres and some 2 banners. And that's another cutout from the Prima Fairy Rhymes. Another music sheet pocket with a couple more tags. And up there it says Good Times. And then I used a brown craft envelope on the back, which is just a nice little pocket that you can store some photos or ephemera in. And that's the back, so that's that one. This one measures 6.5 by 4.5. This has a much more sturdy cover. And the difference with this one is it's a much plainer journal. And I haven't added any tags or embellishments whatsoever inside. And this one comes with a little ephemera pack that I'll show you. And with this one, you can just customize it yourself and, you know, write in it, glue things in it, and make it your own, really. So on the cover, I added these little metal book corners, and it has a little piece that says remember, so that you could add a title or write something there. And there's some lace on the spine. And then I've added an eyelet here for the ribbon closure, and the ribbon just goes through the little eyelet and ties up. So you can always remove that if you like. This is a good pocket size journal that you could carry around with you, because it hasn't got any embellishments on it that are gonna get knocked off. So inside I used some really pretty paper. I think this was from the Craft Sensations line. And then this is some ledger paper that I got from, it came from an old game book. So if you can see, you've got all the list of the different birds. And this would have been used when a party of people were going out on a hunting trip. And it's just to record, you know, their actual hunting trip. So that's been tea dyed, and that's really nice thick paper. And there it says on the other side, it says comments on the day. And then this is all tea dyed paper with a doily pattern there. And I haven't inked up, I don't think I really inked any of the pages here. This has just really been left nice and plain for you to do whatever you like. And there's some scrapbook paper in here as well. And this is tea dyed craft paper. I added a small envelope here, and that was made from a magazine page. A little piece of paper from a sewing book. It's a paper bag that you can add more things to. This is in the middle of the signature, and that's an envelope pocket, which is quite big. You could store quite a lot of things in that. That's the other side of the paper bag. So lots of spaces for journaling in this book. It's another flip out. And the paper has come out really crinkly with this book. There's some really good patterns on the paper. There's another doily impression there. You can't see that one quite as well. This is some more of the ledger paper. And this is the second signature. I added a little tab up there that you could write a title. Some more scrapbook paper, craft paper. This is a piece of an ephemera page from a stamp book. Index card. It's another envelope in the middle of the signature, another nice large envelope to add things. Another title page there, and then this one has a pocket at the back that you could also slot something in there, some tags or whatever you like. And that's the back, and this comes with a small ephemera pack, and this will help to get you started on gluing different things in. So everything will be written in the description box, but this just gives you a little bit of an idea of what there is. Some scraps of paper here. These can be added in as side pockets or different sorts of pockets or tags. Another piece of scrap paper, piece of tea dyed paper. Then you get a little peg, or clothespin rather. And with this one, there's couple of index cards, a couple of doilies, 3 tea dyed tags which all have the doily impressions on them, another small envelope, a brown envelope, a journaling tag or journaling card, small piece of vellum which you could make a pocket from, a tag, a couple of scallop circles, another tag, a paint chip, another tag, another small envelope that I've made from a magazine page, a little die cut, a couple of more of these little tags that you can cut out. You can either use them as title pieces like I have done in the book, or you can fold them in half and make them as tabs on the edges of your pages. It's just a little cutout and a couple of tiny little playing cards. So that's everything with the ephemera pack. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.